Nico Williams to Arsenal decision pending. It's coming in from Fabrizio Romano. He was onto the watch playback where he came in and obviously told us that the decision is not yet made on really this, but Arsenal is aware of everything and they're really doing the needful onto Nico Williams. And I've been watching the FTV and I've gone ahead to see how Robbie, you know Robbie very well, has come out and obviously shown his excitement onto Arsenal's linkage to Nico Williams. He's tearing up the Euros, let Arsenal get him in, he's on the cheap and doing the needful. Though he has come out and also given Pedro Neto his flowers, and he's like, those two should be coming in through, obviously coming through at the club of Arsenal. And I'm going to be really explaining to you the reason that I was going to obviously hint on, that I've always gone ahead and told you about, that could really stop Nico Williams from coming to Arsenal in here for you. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and I hope you guys are really having fun. And never say never. Everything can come to pass and the Lord God will come in and intervene. Muslims, Juma Karim in advance, because I know tomorrow, the 28th of June, is really going to be Juma Karim. We're going to be talking about Ansu Fati. He's like, I have to really regain my position in the team of Barcelona under Hans Flick. And lastly, my skin. It's a here we go to another Italian side. Let's see close to 300 likes much in this video. Rokani David is my name, and I hope you guys are really having fun, and let's obviously take it on to the next level, my mates. Starting off with Fabrizio Romano in the mix, and he has come out and told us that Arsenal are aware of the release clause for Nico Williams, but they're not in concrete negotiations today for Nico. They know the situation, they know the clause, the agents of the player, but Arsenal have not decided whether they want to advance on this deal to start an operation or not. So, if you hear that Arsenal know the release clause, it's close to £50 million, right? Then, they know the agents, and they know the situation of Nico Williams at Atletico Bilbao, meaning that Arsenal is so much kept in the know of what is really happening at the side of Bilbao and the player that we're talking about in this particular case. And that is none other than Nico Williams. Nico Williams is really tearing up what we call the Euros, right? If you've been watching Spain and you are asked who is that one player that you believe has gonna hit obviously outshine others in the Euros, I think most of you will obviously come up with the name of Nico Williams or Yamal. But I think Nico Williams has gone ahead to take it to the next level and is really doing a very fantastic job. So Arsenal have interest in the player because there is no reason you are kept abreast of a player you don't know about. So you have no intentions obviously sign, and this guy has intentions to be signed by the club of Arsenal, and nothing is really going to stop Arsenal from going in for him. But Arsenal haven't gone ahead to make a decision on Nico Williams. That is really very important. That's what Fabrizio Romano is telling us, that Arsenal hasn't gone ahead to obviously make any permanent decision onto what they have not gone ahead to make a permanent decision onto whether they are gonna obviously get in a guy called Nico Williams or not, and that takes us to a different kind of weight altogether on when Arsenal is really gonna come up and decide on who to sign. And this goes and this takes us back to the story that we went ahead to obviously get from is it the Athletic, when they told us that Arsenal hasn't gone ahead to obviously make a decision on who to obviously come in through and sign as a priority striker, priority left back, priority center forward. That's Arsenal for you. And that's what we've been told by the people close to Arsenal, meaning that Arsenal still have huge concrete interest in other players, and they've not gone ahead obviously see to it that they welcome them in the mix. So wait and see how that pans out. But for Nico Williams, it's a special case, and the rest is history. they are really keeping in the know of what is happening for this guy, and they have not gone ahead to decide to advance on this deal. That is it. So when will they really go ahead to obviously decide on whether they should advance on this deal will be no. Fabrizio Romano will keep us in the know on when they obviously decide to say to it that all comes to pass. So that is it that is happening at Arsenal right now. And I tell you what, it's really very important to note that Arsenal are having huge interest in very many players into the mix. So we wait and see how that pans out.
Yeah.
But we are here to see to it that we bring you the latest news and information about Nico Williams. But don't be surprised when we hear a story that Arsenal has gone ahead obviously to decide to go in for Nico Williams. And I told you it's really tricky for players who are in the Euros, because you can't come out and decide to obviously sign a player when he's still playing in the Euros, because you looked at what happened at Alvarez when Man United were interested in him. He got a hamstring injury, that can keep him out for some time. So that's what Arsenal, I think, is really waiting for. Let the Euros come to an end. When they come to an end, or when a team like Spain really gets knocked out and Nico Williams is physically fit and is not injured, I think the decision will be made easily and quickly for the guy of this caliber. After that, let's obviously go and really have a say about Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati is determined to shut down Barcelona's idea to sell all on him out. He wants to convince Hans Flick in pre-season. In fact, the club has prepared a special physical plan to allow him to show his best version. Obviously, I've seen people come out and really hail the likes of Gavi, the likes of Gavi, Rodri, Kubasi, and very many other youngsters, Yamin Lamal. But I tell you, none of those is at the level of Ansu Fati. And Ansu Fati was affected by injuries and the interchanging of very many managers at the side of Barcelona. I believe there is a very good player in Ansu Fati, if at all he gets a manager that can trust him. And when we look at Barcelona, this is one of the most complete players they really have. He can play as a left forward, right forward, number 10, and he can play as a false number 9. And for Barcelona, they will never fail to obviously offer a chance to their own graduate. Remember, this guy is a La Masia graduate, and in so doing, they obviously want to keep him here and convince Ansu Fati. And to convince Hans Flick. And I know Hans Flick has been a long-time admirer of Ansu Fati and can obviously rejuvenate his career, because we've seen him at Bayern Munich dealing with young stars and obviously helping them get to the levels the stars believe are supposed to be at. So we wait for that sort of Ansu Fati and see how things are really going to be panning out. But he says, I have to first play the games of Barcelona into the preseason. When we talk about Barcelona, let's see what are their games they're going to be playing in the preseason that Ansu Fati has to come out and obviously show whether he's really good to go for the side of this man. Now, Barcelona is going to be playing Man City. That is in America, 31st July. Then 3rd August, they're going to be playing Real Madrid. You get? Then, on the 7th of August, they're going to be playing Milan. And their league will start on the 18th of August. And they will start it off with Valencia away from home. So, those are the 3 games that Ansu Fati has to show the money that please, however much in training I'm looking sharp, I can also do the needful and really give you the best that you deserve into the mix. So, that is the man himself known as Ansu Fati. So lastly, let's talk about Moise Kean. If you've been following the Premier League for some time, he was a player who was playing for Everton, signed to Juventus, and now it's a here we go for him to Fiorentina. Deal in place for 13 million euros, fixed fee up to 15 million euros package, easy add-ons included. Extra difficult add-ons could bring the package up to 18 million euros for Juventus. Kean will sign long-term deal at Fiorentina. He was top target as per Matteo Moretto. Now, Moise Kean leaves. That confirms the reports that Juventus has genuine interest in Alvaro Morata, because Moise Kean plays as a forward, and if you get him out, you cannot really go through your season with only Vlahovic. And now there comes in through this guy known as Morata to come in through and obviously play again for the team he played at in the recent years. So I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Nico Williams to Arsenal, decision pending. What's your say about it? Ansu Fati to fight for his position at Barcelona. And lastly, Moiskin to Fiorentina. May the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, and Juma Karim in advance. Bye-bye.